How's everyone today? We're gonna run it back with the 890 battleship because yesterday was just I wouldn't say a disaster. It was still funny, but it was we didn't get the battleship going. That's for sure. So we're gonna try it again here. So I just hopped in Discord with everyone. I don't know if Loco's on yet, but anyway, should be getting this going pretty soon here. Gotta see what they're up to right quick though. But we have 3 tanks ready to put on it. I think this is gonna be cool.
It just does everything. Got a gunner on the back.
Dude, I want the fucking Scorpius so bad. I saw this dude that's doing a giveaway on YouTube. I don't know if it's real or not, but apparently he's giving away a Scorpius. All you had to do was comment on one of his videos.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's legit.
Yeah.
It's just, you know.
For a giveaway, that's cool, but I don't think it's worth your real money.
Welcome
like
to the ASOP vehicle retrieval
If you're trying
system.
to save money, like you can get the same firepower
Goodbye.
out of a Hurricane, and it has like a faster takeoff too.
Okay, I just cannot do with all these other shit.
But I mean, if you just feel like you're X-wing, you know, can't really beat it because it looks so cool. Like style points, Scorpius wins every time.
Welcome to the ASOP.
Style
Yeah, it's a
points
pretty
it
cool
wins,
ship.
but everything else is just like there.
It beats the like if you're doing PvE, it beats the what the fuck, the Hurricane, just because it has so many more missiles on it too.
Oh yeah. If we're talking pure firepower, it's got 16 size 2s. So it's pretty dirty.
8 size 2s?
16 size 2s.
Oh, missiles. I thought you were talking about the guns on it.
No.
It's like size 3s.
It's got 8 size 3s, yeah.
Yeah.
I wasted so much of the money I earned on this game though, like the AUEC. I bought a Sentinel this way because I was watching tier lists and I was looking for a good ship to spam ERT solo.
Sentinel's great, dude. Sentinels, you can do criticals with the Sentinel.
Yeah, you just have to have it set up
but
good.
you need the second person and you need the
No.
laser cannon.
No.
Yeah, you don't need the second person, but lasers
No.
are definitely a good idea.
Yeah, you need the Galdering though if you're doing that.
Vehicle selected. Stand
And
by.
if you're doing the Galdering, you gotta take the GVSRs off. You just need the biggest mag in
Your
that
vehicle
Galdering you
has been
can,
delivered
like
to
that
the
size
following
5.
location. Please visit us.
Like that size 5 is dirty. It's just when it comes to PvP, you're gonna get annihilated because that Galdering shoots too slow.
Yeah. The way the weapons are balanced kind of drives me a little bit crazy because I love using those AD5Bs on the C2, but I really should just put the laser repeaters on, just because they're
to the
so much
ASOP vehicle
better
retrieval
technically.
system.
Well, they're more efficient. You
Yeah.
don't gotta keep going back to a fucking station
Exactly.
to replenish.
They need to add the ammo pods for ballistic weapons. Should be way better.
Yeah, they need to trade cargo space for freaking ammo space.
There should be some ships like that.
All ships should be like that.
True.
It should be what?
But I mean-
Would like what?
So like, you know, ships have like cargo capacity.
Yeah.
It should like, the more ammo you have, the less cargo space you have.
Goodbye.
Yeah, or it's just like ships should just have like almost like ammo boxes in them somewhere that are like hooked up to
Yeah,
like
for
a
bigger
feeder or
ships.
something that has to like reload your guns or something.
Yeah, like C-130s, dude. They got the
Yeah.
fucking shells just sitting out in the cabin. And they got guy loading it. See, that would be sweet if they had like imagine like a side mounted like size 7 fucking like cannon or something like that, where you had to like load shells into it.
Yeah.
And you'd have somebody back there loading it.
I don't know. When this game, well, I mean, 20 years down the line when it's finally finished, it's probably gonna be such a good game.
Oh, it's already such a good game. You know what I mean? I can't imagine it
Grandkids
being better.
Grandkids are gonna love it, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
My great grandchildren are gonna love this shit.
You know, I was talking about that the other day. Like, just there is almost no other game that has the skeleton of this game and like the
Fucking made a
potential.
whole video about it. What do you mean?
Well, it was just during my stream. I was just ranting on like a
Yeah.
lunatic, and I just like clipped it out.
Yeah.
I don't think the game can be considered like that good right now just because of how many like game-breaking bugs there are.
No, dude. For like,
But I just mean like you're playing it. Like it's
For this big of a project, though, this is really impressive.
well, you gotta remember though, that, like the mass, the scale, and the level of detail in this, like, and like where it's at right now compared to where it was like 10 years ago.
yeah. This
Pretty
game just
cool.
ate. Game just ate. Like right, you want to talk about fucking around? It just ate $200,000 worth of fucking ballistic Gatlings on me that I just took off a ship. I put attrition 4s on, and it just ate my AD4s off it. Like it's just right now. Wow, we said that.
What do you mean?
I had AD4Bs on my turrets on my C2, and I just switched them for attritions, but it ate the AD4s. Just gone. Out of inventory.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, that's what I mean, dude.
But I
don't
mean, like,
think
still playing.
Shit
though.
like that happens. Yeah, I still play. I like the game, but I don't think it can be like actually considered as a great. The concept is fucking amazing, though. There's
Yeah.
like the amount of work they're putting in is fucking amazing, but the game as a
Goddamn.
whole.
What a piss off that is. I took them off because I wanted to put them on something else, and now they're gone. It's like, fuck.
Like, there's probably so many people that bought this game and just like instantly never played it again because they got on and just like they tried to call on their ship and it's fucked up, or they just like everything goes wrong. Shit like that.
Oh, there's a lot of people like that. Where they play for like 2 hours. And they're
Well,
like,
that's
what
the
is
same
this?
guys who play fucking Call of Duty and Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like, why
They're gonna
can't
play
I
what
just
they-
click enter lobby and just start pulling trigger and running?
Right, but guys who play like Tarkov and like things
Yeah.
that like take like a lot of intricate and in-depth like things you got to do, like that take extra steps instead of just getting on, fucking loading in, and start shooting at shit and then get off.
Yeah, I play Tarkov. That game is fucking. I like it.
There's a
I
lot to
played
it.
it.
And like, how good were you when you started?
I mean, obviously bad. I'm not saying
Yeah.
that this game. I'm not saying that like they get off because they're bad. I'm saying like actual just bugs that turn them off from the game.
Oh yeah, will you ever play DayZ?
Yes.
So then did you like it?
Not really.
What's up, Mesa? How you doing today?
A lot of bugs. Not really fun to play solo, and I don't know. It just didn't seem like. It just didn't seem like it was that great of a game.
But like why? But like why was it cool? Like why did you want to play it? Like to begin with, like what
Yeah,
got you
yeah.
to what got you to buy it?
The premise, I guess. But I mean, not really though, because I played Rust before, and Rust was like the same thing, just without zombies. So like I kind of just wanted to play it as like a break from Rust, and I was super disappointed.
It's okay. I don't know what to tell you. Then you're just a Rust guy.
Is that a group now?
That's
Rust
that's
guy.
Just,
Yeah.
You're just a Rust guy. Then I don't know what to tell you. But for people who like DayZ, you know, and shit like that, where it's like it's such a big fucking game, but you got some bugs to deal with, and like you just eat the bugs and just fucking disregard them.
It's like make your own fun games is how I like to say it. Like things like Conan or Rust or any of that shit where it's like
Yeah, because
the developers just gave you tools. They're not giving you storylines, they're not giving you any of that shit. It's just like you go figure it out. Here's a bunch of cool things and you make fun. Make your own fun.
Yeah, because they modded the shit out of DayZ, dude. Basically had to take care of everything the developers couldn't because they're
It's like a Bethesda game.
shit. I mean, there's a difference between those guys though. Like, yeah, Bethesda and like DayZ, like those guys, like they just fucking. If you seen like their track record, it was fucking awful, and they weren't doing anything. They were just pissing away money. And like not doing anything, like not fixing any bugs. They literally did nothing. They would give a patch like every 3 months, and it would fix one thing.
Yeah.
Welcome
But, like,
to the ASOC vehicle
nice,
retrieval
nice. Yeah.
system.
When you get home, hopefully we'll have this all set up so that you can come jump on a tank or something.
Like they're very in tune with the community. They tell you everything they're doing, and they have
Vehicle
freaking
selected.
breakdown videos of
Stand
everything
by.
that's going on. They have like flow charts of everything that's been worked on, how many devs are working on it, and where the
Your
priorities are
vehicle
set.
has been delivered to the following location.
Yeah, I
because
think
there's a lot of
Please
money.
visit
There's
us.
a fucking ton of money in this game, and imagine like investors and stuff. Like they have to see, like not only the big investors, but like the players are.
The
big
players
investors,
are the
too.
big investors. Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
it's like
Well,
everyone
that's not
wants
what
the
I mean.
roadmap.
Like players are investors too, but like
Yeah.
you know the big investors, like the guys who are spending
the
millions
guys
of
who are
dollars.
spending,
Yeah,
millions
and like
on
sponsoring
development.
it, and like they got big, like you know, in the trading and stuff.
They probably
Yeah.
paid back so many
Oh.
fucking investments already. They just had to have made a bag off this shit. It's not even.
No,
funny.
no, no.
But,
This is
like,
not made.
But that's why they
anything.
have to have like all those flow charts. Like if you ever watch their Discord, like all the alerts and stuff they put out there, and like you know all their news and stuff, like what's going on. Like they're very proactive with the community, and that's what's cool about it.
Yeah.
Because
And
other
like-
stuff, you look at other stuff. Like I know I have Apex, and then I have like what is it? Like Elden Ring, and it's another one. Like they barely post fucking anything. Like they don't tell you what's going on the inside. Like Tarkov, I follow Tarkov as well. They'll do updates of like what's going on and like what they're working on. You know, little lore tidbits and shit, which is nice too. But Star Citizen's the only fucking thing I've seen that they literally tell you where everyone is working on, like right now.
It down to like
What's
how many people they have working on each
exactly.
soundtrack.
How many devs are working on fucking visual effects or concept arts or like, yeah. And they have to, because if people had all this money in it and they don't know like what the fuck is actually going on, then people are gonna stop paying money.
Yeah.
No, it's crazy they're still doing this, and like they're still not like, no. But that's a whole different story.
Yeah, the big problem with that is like what this game was kept changing because of how much funding it received. Because it was going to start out being like kind of ghetto, like Elite Dangerous type shit. But then when it became a $500 million thing, they're like, okay, we have the money to build a space sim, pretty much.
Yeah, I think this is definitely the best development team I've seen out of any game ever. But like, I don't know. I think they're definitely doing a good job, but it's gonna take so much longer to get like.
Well, man, this is
Hold
one
on.
thing that I tripped out when I was just looking at the roadmap there 2-3 days ago, and I started looking through the Squadron 42 stuff because I was curious. I was like, oh, how long until this is gonna be done? Just because I have my thoughts on Squadron 42. I think is gonna be a great thing for the PU after it's done, but I was curious how far along they are. And Squadron 42 has 27 chapters. And I was looking at it. A bunch of them are completely done. And a lot of them, it says the work will be done on them in the next 3 to 6 months. So, I assume then there's probably a bunch of bug testing, QA, blah, 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 blah. But, like, that's probably, like, 90% playable right now. By what I was looking at on the page.
It's supposed to. The rewards are gonna be like an F7A and shit, right?
Yeah.
Like the ability to buy one, you don't actually get it.
Yeah, something like that, I heard.
And then you have to pledge for the single. I don't know. That kind of like. That stuff kind of pissed me off. Like when a game when a game is like you pay for the. You're paying for Squadron 42. Like let's just act like it's a different game. But then completing it only like gives you the ability to buy certain ships. It doesn't give you the ship.
Yeah, the way I'd have to... I'm very curious how it actually ends up working out, but I'm pretty sure, from what I've understood from them, is you will not be able to buy ships when this game actually comes out. Like, all this stuff that you're buying and pledging for right now is so that when the game comes out, you own that shit, and you don't have to, like, go and grind for it in the game. But all the other people who are in the game, if they want that shit, they're gonna have to grind it out in the game, and or buy it off like black market stuff or something like that.
I doubt
That's
that,
my
though.
understanding. I'm very skeptical to see how that works
Because
out. But that's what they've said.
They're losing such a money grab. Like, what are they gonna
Well,
do to like make the same flow of money?
This is what I think they're gonna do. I think they're gonna sell insurance. I think that's what's gonna happen, and that's gonna work as a subscription. Because let's say you play the game, and let's say you have like one ship that you fly, and that's all you fly. Well, let's say insurance for it is $5 a month real money. Well, that ends up being
It's
where.
so fucking stupid. I wouldn't play it.
But that's what I'm saying. I
play it.
think that's if they don't sell ships, I think that's how they're gonna fund this. Because
I think the
would you
idea-
pay
the
a
idea of
subscription
insurance is so
for
fucking
Star
retarded.
Citizen?
No.
Well, that's why. Like, would you? Like, what?
It would have to,
what? How
be
would you
so
pay?
small. It would have to be so fucking small. It would have to be like $5.
Well, that's why it technically would be if you flew one ship.
Because like if you think about
Your
it, like,
sub
you
would be
play
$5
games
a
like
month.
Apex or fucking like Call of Duty. You know they got the battle passes.
Yeah.
So what is that, like $10 like every 3 months?
Yeah.
So,
But
like,
then
it's
that
like
would turn this
it's
into like a
$10 every
cosmetic
season.
selling game.
Right. So like what was WoW? What was WoW back in the day? Like, how much
WoW
did they charge?
right now, and pretty much back in the day, was always almost about $20 a month.
That's
It's
gonna
like
be
15
stupid
or
as
something.
fuck.
Yeah, but what else do they sell in WoW? They sell
They sell. Here's how it goes down. WoW triple dips. They sell the game for $80, $90 every time a DLC releases. They also charge you about $15, $20 a month. And then they started selling a bunch of services in the game and cosmetics. So they're like quadruple dipping in that game.
That's gonna be like, it's like drowning out the players in microtransactions.
Well, that's what like a Fortnite does, is they just sell skins and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah, but
saying?
that's because their game is free.
So the game is free, right?
Yeah. If it's
But
free game,
you
they
gotta
sell
remember, like,
cosmetics.
How many kids are just in there and they just want to like flex their skin?
Listen, my
So
woman
they
has
got
probably spent multiple thousands of dollars in Fortnite skins because that's the only game she's played for 5 years.
Okay, fine. Okay,
Welcome
fine. But like
to the
anybody,
ASOP
you know what I mean?
vehicle
Like
Yeah,
anybody
yeah.
goes in there.
systems.
Like that's the only thing to do. You go in there. What are you gonna be, a fucking normal skin? Like that's why they do
I know,
guys as
yeah.
streamers. But
Yeah, there's
like,
a
the reason why
culture.
streamers do it is because they're fucking
Vehicle
there to
selected.
get thousands of dollars in
Stand
views.
by.
Yeah.
There's a culture around having skins in Fortnite.
But like, here's the thing: if you go the free-to-play
Dances
model,
too, but you know what I mean. It's like they got the battle pass, and then like if you want some extra shit, then they got that like the store. And then you're
Yeah.
buying like all the cosmetics. So it's like the pickaxe, you know, the backpacks, fucking flyers.
here's the
thing
problem
that
though.
differs
What
about
else, like
that
the
though is that it's
dances?
like none of that shit is required. You can play the game.
No,
Yeah, that's
in
bullshit.
full without any of that.
That's most of
Like,
that's
with WoW
bullshit.
with the subscription.
No,
Like-
but it's true. Like I have thousands of hours in Apex, right? And then
Yeah.
my buddy has like probably 500 hours more than I do, and he hasn't spent a fucking dime in that game.
Yeah.
Versus me, I've probably spent around $2,000.
That's different.
Same guy
This
has more money.
what I
than
want to say
do,
is like,
has
if
a
you
free
go the
game,
if you want to go the free-to-play thing, it becomes like a numbers game on like selling cosmetics and stuff like that. Or there's the other route of if you I don't know, have you heard of like Diablo Immortal? What they did with that thing?
no.
Well, that's
Yeah,
what
the
happens when you get a free-to-play game.
Ever living fuck out of that game.
Literally, if you want to max your character in that, that's you buy power. So if you want to max your character in that,
It's
the
like
first
150
original,
grand.
yeah, it was like over $100,000. The original people who were doing the work on it. And if you wanted to play free to play, it'll take you about 10 years to max your character. So it's like, yeah, you can play that for free and not spend a dime, but they make it so goddamn ridiculous.
Yeah, but
That
that's
you'll-
dumb.
Well, that's
dumb,
what I'm saying.
Like,
But that's
It's
like
stupid, like-
what free to play somewhat gets you these days.
right, and you're not gonna they couldn't survive making this free to play because people would go in here free to play and they'd realize it's fucking dog shit. They hate it. It takes too long. It's slow. And they'd lose money on it.
Because if they made this free to play, what they would do is they would start selling in-game currency for a price, is what they would do. And then they would make everything in the game absurdly priced so that
Yeah,
instead of
you wouldn't
grinding
go-
for a month to get a ship, you would just go and spend $100 and buy like currency to buy the ship. Now that's what like GTA Online is. You know what I mean?
But that would be pretty counterintuitive because it just removing the same system and then adding a dysfunctional one that just takes more steps.
Well, that's
think-
why I think they're going to come up with some different thing like selling
the-
insurance.
Like, bro, right now where Star Citizen is in the PU, right? It's
Yeah.
fucking, it's spot on, okay? Like, this is awesome. This is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
If they go too much more realistic, it's gonna start to go downhill and become less fun and more taxing on just like players' like emotions. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you get on to like come chill and like hang out and like kind of escape.
Well, that's
Now,
why.
like, get on here and you gotta fucking start making like payments, and you gotta start making like paying taxes and shit.
Well, that's why. Hear me out on this. This is why I think that they're gonna go selling insurance, because just it's gonna sound convoluted, but after I finish explaining it, you'll be like, "God damn, that kind of makes sense." Is if you're somebody like you who flies, let's say you're all about light fighters and you fly an Arrow or a Gladius or something. That's the only ship you fly. Well, if you bought a ship right now, you paid for it real money, and when the game comes out, you're going to have that ship, and let's say it has lifetime insurance on it. Well, you can play this game for the rest of your life with that one ship, not have to pay a dime, and play the game. But let's say you're a new player that comes on, and you grind out a Gladius. Well, if you go and crash and die with that Gladius, the ship's gone. You know what I mean? Or, theoretically, if you paid the $5 a month for insurance, which acts as a sub, if you're not playing Star Citizen, you just don't pay for your insurance and the ship doesn't leave its hangar. But whenever you go back on and play,
this, like guys like me right now, right, who spent $100 on a Cutlass Black, and they have 5 months insurance, and come like 3-4 years down the road, maybe 2 years down the road, when everything comes out and they actually implement the insurance, and the $100 that I spent on this game is just fucking evaporated now.
Yeah, it's gonna mean absolutely nothing.
that's why I would, if I was them,
people
I
are
would
gonna
be
go-
selling lifetime
people are gonna
insurance
go
on all
fucking
ships that are
mad.
bought right now. That's what I'm saying.
That's fine, but you're
There's
smart.
definitely going to be a way
But
to
how
buy
many
it
people-
in game too.
But how many
Well,
people
that's what I'm
out
saying,
there
in-game
don't
as
have
well.
lifetime insurance though?
Well, exactly. But I was going to say, what he just said in game, either you're going to spend 10 million credits in game to buy like lifetime insurance on your ship, or you can pay like 5,000 credits a day for insurance on your ship or some shit. So, like, here's all I was thinking is if they were selling insurance, so it's like a sub. If you had your one ship and you paid your $5 a month to get your subscription, if you don't want to play, you don't pay for the insurance, blah 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 blah. But where they're going to make a lot of money is the people who have like 5-10 ships. They're going to sell like a thing in the store. It's like buy 5 ship insurance for like $25 a month or some shit is what they're going to end up doing. I can almost see that, unless they go free to play and sell cosmetics, or they go subscription and charge you $10-15 a month. Like, they're going to have some sort of revenue generating thing.
I'll tell you what, if I spent this money right now and my fucking ship just evaporated at nothing, I'm gonna go fucking insane. I'll go fucking insane.
Yeah, well, that's why I think
Yeah, they're never going to allow that to happen.
that's why I think there's going to be some sort of function where it's like, if your ship,
Imagine you go out there with your fucking Idris, don't have lifetime insurance on it. You bought it like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. It got exploded by something retarded. You don't got lifetime insurance on it. You had 3 months insurance on it, and you forgot, or you didn't play that much, and then your insurance went away, and then your fucking ship's gone.
I heard them talking about stuff like that where if you bought it out of game and it blew up, like, it's not gone forever, but it might be
you have to pay a fee to get it back,
get it
like
back.
in-game pay a fee or some shit with insurance or something. Like, that's why I'm thinking,
like, if you bought a ship in game and did that, it would just be gone. But if you bought it real money, there's like, it's not completely gone, but you have to go through some sort of process to retrieve it.
But then that makes just flying your ship in general just a liability.
I know it does.
But that's why they're going to be like,
I'm not a
that's
fan of
why
it.
I'm so curious how they're going to do this, because if they actually take away selling shit, because they're going to rework this, I guarantee, because
Well, it's so far down the road that
they're like, we'll figure this out later. You know what I mean? But
they want to be realistic about it, right? They don't want people going out there and fucking pad ramming somebody. Then
yeah,
all
exactly.
do
They
is
want
land
there to
down
be
there and-
consequences.
right, you want there to be consequences, but like, at what point do you fucking
Yeah,
consequence
does it
somebody
become
that,
a
like,
hindrance on the actual game?
Right, like at what
becomes
point does it
less of
stop being a game and start being like real life? And then it's like,
Yeah.
well, this is fucking boring. Why don't I just go do this real life?
Yeah. Quick question, Ryan. Do you know where that to set up the hotkey for the hailing the pads. Where was that at again?
Goddamn.
It's
Give
its
me a
own
second.
thing.
Options. Key bindings.
Oh, wait a second. I think I
Advanced
might.
keybind.
Is it
Flight.
in
Movement.
flight target hailing? Yeah, never mind. Found it.
No, that's not it.
No,
That's not
flight
it.
movement, and then there is
Flight movement.
a request landing at the bottom of flight movement.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Request target hailing is when you're targeting somebody.
Yeah, like someone else. True.
And then you can.
They're all over about it right now. Death of a Spaceman's a real good read. Yeah, I'll have to check that out.
The game would go free to play, right?
No.
I can't see this
no,
ever going
You're
free
saying
to
they
play.
would just
It would not
add
go free to-
insurance without the game over
No,
free
what
to play.
he's saying is in the future you're not going to be able to just buy ships with real money.
Yeah, I can
It's like,
see
that's
it.
what they said they wanted to like do, but
But it'd be so
they're
fucking
going
stupid.
to have
because,
to
like,
replace
would
that
you-
with something. Then it's not like
Well, if you want
I
to
just
see,
can't see it happening because that's their money.
Well,
That's
this is
their
what I'm
money.
saying.
There's no other way
Bro,
that they're
all
going to
of
be
their
able to
money-
make that money. Like,
Bro, all of the money that they made so far is from idiots buying pictures of fucking ships that don't
yeah,
even
JPEGs.
exist.
Yeah.
Well,
But
that's
this is
what
why
I
I'm
mean.
saying-
Like, there's no one that's
Why
going to
would-
throw down 3K on a fucking insurance plan.
And if
Like,
they were gonna
want
do,
the
if they
shit.
were gonna do that, they would have to have ship concepts come out like every fucking like 2 months, or not even. It'd have to be every 2 weeks, and they'd have to be like, all right, buy it now, and you can buy it with real money now, and have LTI on it, and fucking.
Well,
like,
this is
they'd
why-
have to have that, and it'd be like stupid ridiculous.
I could see this going. There's two ways. I could see this being like GTA Online, where they just make money in the game, hard to get, or just really grindy, and then they sell currency. Because that's what made GTA Online billions of dollars, is those
But I
stupid
mean,
shark
that's,
cards.
that's something that would just fuck the game completely.
That's what I'm
and I
saying.
think
That's
we're
why I
getting
don't
it.
think they're gonna do
I'm
that.
telling you right now, bro. If I gotta pay insurance for every time, like, imagine the people who just want a PvP. That is going to destroy the PvP scene in the
Yeah, that's
video.
gonna literally make.
But this is
it-
why,
that's just
for
gonna
if
make
you're a
it-
gonna make
PvPer,
an absolute,
you would pay
shit
like
show.
$5 a month on your Gladius, and then that's it, and you can PvP all day long, and you're paying $5
Yeah,
a month.
but-
What's
Yeah,
that
but,
system?
but on insurance claims, you're getting back a fucking ship that is literally base, and you have to
I
kit it out.
I
I
also-
think they mentioned something about having some sort of like scaling up the price of
Yeah.
your insurance in game though to
Like a higher deductible and
insure
get all
these
your parts
systems
back.
and weapons.
Yeah.
But
It
that
would
would
kill-
be that would be an in-game thing, not a pay money.
So it's like if your ship
think-
blows up, it's like a couple. Like right now, you can claim it for free and wait there for free. But what it's going to end up doing is like you can claim it for like $5,000, but if you have all the components insured, it's like you claim it for $10,000 or some shit.
So you have to pay insurance on each component, and you'd have to pay insurance.
No, it's just
on
like,
the whole.
It's like
Be
combined
together
price.
like that.
Yeah, well, I don't know, bro.
But even
right?
so-
Everything's subject.
I just
to
feel like
change.
it's gonna. That's like
But
so
I'll tell you
complicated that they're
something
gonna
right
end up
now,
just
dude.
throwing it out the
Hey,
window
if this shit doesn't hit right in the next 5 years, there's gonna be another game comes out, and it's gonna stomp this out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just gonna
And, like,
copy
they
this
can't-
game and be like, "Oh, that's what was garbage about that." Well, that's
right,
not in our game.
and that's why. What's that one game that's coming out, and people are saying like, "Oh, Sorcerers is
Right.
still gonna shit on it," but it's like, yeah, but how easy of access is it?
What is it,
Like, how
Starfield?
polished is it? Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
that's
right?
the Bethesda game, but that's just like a single player game. Like that's not like an
Okay,
online game. But like I know what you're saying. There's just gonna be something that's like
How
that.
long
That's like a
until they
co-op.
port it over?
Yeah.
How long until they port it over?
Because they already came up with mods for like you can play Skyrim with a couple people. So like,
look at where this game is. Okay. Like, how long have they been working on it, and like how far have they really gotten? And I know a lot, and now most of their stuff is in Squadron 42. So if that fucking game comes out and it's the bee's knees, and it's where Squadron 42 is at, but Squadron 42 still isn't out. Well, I mean, like, you know what I mean? They can't be
Yeah.
mad when everyone fucking leaves to go play Starfield because it's ready to go.
yeah, no, like I kind of the perspective that I think Starfield, if anything, is going to be good for this game because normies play Bethesda games where they're not into this shit. But after you play Starfield and you get bored of it, you're like, what other space games are out there? And if they're like, Squadron 42 comes out in 6 months,
But
then people would just
that's
go
fine.
and play that next.
That's fine, but let's say Squadron 42,
Welcome
like they say it's gonna
to the
come out. Like how many
ASOP
times they say it's gonna
vehicle
come out
retrieval
soon?
system.
Yeah.
Or like predicted in like the next year, like shit like that. And it's like, well, we're actually gonna push it back like 3 years.
Your insurance claim has
You know
been
what I mean?
sent.
Yeah.
So like a game comes out and
Thank
it's
you.
like it's ready to rock and roll and just like look what Fortnite did. Fortnite literally came in and just fucking kicked everybody in the nuts and like they just
Fortnite stomped the shit out of the scene.
it stomped
Yeah.
everything. It stomped fucking everything. And what did they do? They copied off of PUBG
Yeah, and just made it
Selected.
and just
Stand
fucking
Different.
made
More
it better.
accessible.
is what it,
Changed the
yeah.
art style, made
They
it more
They
accessible.
didn't make
made
it. They just made it fucking better. That's
Yeah.
what
made
they
it
did.
run better. Literally, it just made the game better.
And it wasn't like at first it wasn't.
That's what I say. Like Starfield is just like
Your vehicle
baby's
has been
first
delivered
Star
to the following
Citizen, in
location.
my opinion.
I was fucking playing it. I look back at it now, like the game's fucking hearted, but still.
Yeah.
That
Well, that's what I
game
mean.
actually-
I played Fortnite when it came out, like for the first
Right, it got
season
fucking-
or two, because it was kind of
Right.
fun and new. But like,
And now, then
I
they
don't know
started,
how
like other
the
games
woman's
came
still
out.
playing.
And other games came out, and like they kind of more. They have not kind of. They did. They more appealed. They appealed more towards
children.
kids. Yes.
yeah,
And then like when
they're
Apex
still,
came
they're still
out,
fucking banking. They're still fucking banking. Those kids are pulling on their parents' pants and being like, "I need your wallet. I need to fucking buy this new
skin."
now."
and the kids just,
Yeah.
the parents are just like, yeah, fuck, get away from me.
Yeah, shut the
Here's
fuck
a credit
up,
card.
dude, take it.
Yeah.
Right. Jesus, stop talking. I'm trying to
and
watch
when like
my
games
Netflix
like
show.
Apex came out, that shit was pretty refined on release too. And then all the older players that played Fortnite and shit realized like,
Yeah,
wow,
Apex.
this is literally a child's game. Let me go play Apex.
Well, that's like Apex came out, and then like the people who wanted a game like that, they got what's that game Modern Warfare had?
Warzone.
Battle Royale. Yeah, they had a Warzone, right?
Yeah,
And then all the real normies went to go play Warzone.
yeah. I
Stayed on the Apex.
That's why I guarantee I could like. They're gonna come up with some sort of funding model for this, but here's the thing: is like they're not gonna sell this. Here's where I could see, like no one has a problem with buying like a starter package in Star Citizen. You know what I mean? Like most people are like, yeah, I'll buy a base ship and that lets me play the game. Is that how it's going to be when the game comes out? I'm curious, because what I could see them doing is when you could, if they did Star Citizen where it's technically free to turn on and play, you would wake up in Hurston with fuck all, and it might give you a couple missions in the city to run around and like pick up fucking garbage or some shit, and you can start from
No,
there. You know what I mean?
But that's not the thing. When you played Star Citizen for the first time, you like the experience was you want to get blown away the first time.
Yeah.
So if your first experience is getting on and go
Picking up fucking garbage in
Picking up
Hurston, that's what I'm saying.
yeah, picking up shit, picking up garbage, and then
Yeah, he'd be like, "What the fuck is
Yeah,
this?"
dumping
exactly.
out porta potties. You'd be
The only
wow,
way
it
I
sure
could
is
see
realistic,
them-
but man, this kind of sucks.
The only way I could see them taking out the ability to purchase ships whenever you want is if they made it so that like the starter packages were like literally there was a starter package with every single ship that exists in it and you can just pick whatever one you want. And like other than that, like I can't see it happening.
I think
Just
the
because-
taxing, the insurance thing is really stupid because, like, what did you say was gonna happen with Squadron 42? They're gonna add a lot of benefits for you, like they're gonna make it easier to get ships and access to ships.
What? No, the only thing I think when you beat Squadron 42 is it lets you buy a ship. That's like a
No, like in
Cruise
the
ship.
in the hypothetical, like what they were gonna or what you thought they were gonna do, which is like remove the ability to buy ships and then make like what Squadron 42 owners have the ability to buy some or something. It was something like that. I
No.
forgot, but
all I said is I think if they, because originally they said the people who buy ships and fund the game
Where the fuck is my
are
ship at?
just the way that they originally said it was the people who buy these ships, it'll just be so when the game comes out they have all these ships and you won't be able to buy them anymore, is what they originally said. And I'm like, how are they going to swing that is my question.
Yeah, honestly, dude, you're just gonna drive yourself insane trying to think about it.
Oh, I
They
don't
even
really
know.
care. I
They
just
don't
think
even
it's,
fucking
I'm
know.
curious how they're going to.
Yeah,
Hold
but
it up.
just saying though, like you like they don't even fucking know.
That's what I'm
That
laughing
was
at.
just like
Yeah.
they said that as a tactic to just be like, oh, eventually you're not going to be able to buy ships, so buy them right now while you can,
yeah, that could be true.
and that's
too.
it. Like, just like a
But
fucking.
also, it would
Yeah.
be stupid to say that because if, like, most people probably think that they're gonna add insurance in this game because they already said they were.
Well, and it's
Well,
on
yeah.
the ships when you buy them.
But I
So
think
it's like,
the
what's
biggest-
that
People would
mean?
already know.
But like, check this out. So like in games like in other what other just imagine it.
I
Other
sent out
games-
party invites too, by the way.
I got it. On other games, they have exclusivity, right? You
Yeah.
get something exclusive. And what is the biggest thing in what's the biggest thing in Star Citizen? You want to show your ships off.
Yeah.
Like, oh, check this shit out, like, or check this paint out, like, check these weapons out, like. If they kept everything the same, you know, you didn't lose your fucking retarded insurance, and you still got all your stuff back on like claiming, you know, no IRL money for fucking insurance. It's so dumb. But they just need to do more exclusive things. It's like if you want to like have this awesome shit, you got to be around, and you got to play during these events, and you have to fucking like do these missions to unlock the like even if you unlock the ability to be able to buy stuff, you know, they'll keep you in the game, but you still have to spend IRL money to have like awesome things. Like, imagine like the Saber Raven, not minus the fucking retarded intel promotion. That was so stupid. Like that was so dumb. They should have just had something where you were playing for a certain amount of time. No product promotions, but like in game, like, hey, there's an event going on. And if you're around right now, if you do a certain amount of things, you get the ability to unlock this, unlock the skin, this paint, or like some guns or something, like in the verse.
Yeah, that's what they need to do.
Like,
Well,
they
it's
need
like
more
kind of
stuff
like the
that's
way they have that
exclusive.
like Pirate Gladius set up. It's like, oh, if you play this game, you can have
Right, but
access to this. But I mean, just like in game.
Right, in game they should have like a event like
Yeah.
like Xenothreat 2959. You know, it's like you were part of that, and you had like this fucking dope ass paint, or like in the like I remember we were talking about like, oh, you did so many missions with like Crusader Security, so like you get the Crusader Security paint, and it's like you get to flash off like things you've done.
Yeah.
Or, like you're fucking like you got
It's
into
like
this pirate.
achievements in the game.
Yeah, you got a pirate group, and like you got so many fucking kills, and you get like this awesome paint, or like something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like a paint. It's like, oh, you killed
Right,
like
and
over
that's-
1,000 PvP fighters.
I don't know. What are your thoughts, boys, in the chat? How do you think this is actually, like, let's say it's the day that Star Citizen hits release. What do you think is going to be the way that they make money? Do you think they're going to sell ships? Do you think they're going to sell insurance? Do you think they're going to sell in-game credits? Do you think they're going to have a subscription? Do you think they're going to have cosmetics? Like, what do you think's the most likely thing?
Like actual jobs instead of NPCs.
Yeah, but like making it like an actual, like, I don't know how to describe it. It would be better to keep it as like a certain game mode or a certain contract or something like that than to make it like a full-time thing that's always running, because everyone's going to get bored of that after a while. So then all the time they spent making that is just completely lost because it's not an event and everyone has access to it at all times. But who the fuck wants to do that all the time?
Yeah,
It's
Logan,
like safe-
fly to Mesa and call your
Variety,
tank.
man.
Where are you?
SCD1.
They just need variety, man, because you can't like the biggest things in this game that keep people here is one, it's PvP, right? Like people get in here and play every day to get better at PvP because there's a huge learning curve.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
And then another thing is like people like to mine. Like people just go fucking brain dead and just mine, and like they always
Yeah.
want to find the biggest rock, you know. They could have like fucking $300 million and it doesn't matter. Like they just want to find the big one.
Going out there. Yeah.
Well, it's like the
Yeah.
PvE aesthetic of being in space, going around, like loading your ship up with mining vehicles and going out and mining, and then the consequence of that is making money and being able to buy other shit. Like that's just like a self-contained loop of, like, I find that somewhat
Yeah,
enjoyable
like-
at times. Yeah.
Right, and then like what's the other thing? Like the other thing like that keeps us in here is like we're able to hold these events every night, and like
Yeah,
we're able
group
to like
stuff.
do the group stuff, and like allow you to like do crazy things like that. Like that's the biggest thing that like keeps us in here.
Oh yeah, Mesa. When you get on, you poke the bear, and I guarantee we'll be back in this conversation.
If they took away like the ability to like train and get better at PvP, or like hold these events all the time because like we had to pay fucking IRL money because we keep blowing our ship up because some retards keep getting on the pads and we have to move them you know, and we have to
Yeah.
paying IRL money.
Oh yeah, there's no way they would
Fucking
ever
it's mental.
make it just strictly IRL. Like you would
Well,
obviously
this
be
is
able
why
to buy
I-
it in game.
That's why I
If you
think.
couldn't, then it would just fail instantly.
That's why I was
But-
thinking. I did not think that they're gonna like every time you claim your ship, you're gonna have to pay IRL money. I think it's just like
Yeah,
it's like a one-time thing.
Right,
As
it's a one-time thing, but like if
Yeah.
like you don't have LT like all right, my none of my vehicles have LTIs on them.
Yeah.
Like none of my I have
Yeah,
two.
neither do
I
mine.
want to say all of mine. I only have two. I got a Pirate Gladius and I got my Drake Cutlass black. And like I said, dude, I'm gonna go fucking mental if I'm just like not here for a couple months. You know, I got some shit going on, and I'm not able to claim it, and not able to update my insurance or whatever, and my fucking ship is just gone.
yeah,
But like but like they say that's not gonna happen. But like, well, then what the fuck's gonna happen? Is like, are you gonna lose your claim on it and like you get it back like stock? Because like then that would make sense, you know. If I fucking lost my ship and they gave me a new one and it has all the stock parts in it, I'd be fine with that. That'd be okay.
Somewhat.
But if it's just fucking gone, dude, no.
It wouldn't
like,
be
I'm
gone.
out.
If you left and didn't play and you just had it stored, like it's still gonna be perfect. You would just as
No,
soon
but
as
like
you
let's
get
say
on
last
before
time
you-
last time I got on, like I fucking
Oh, you
crashed
blew
my
up
Gladius.
and then just yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah,
I know
I
what you
blew
mean.
up, and you know, like maybe my computer took a shit and I'm not able to play it
Yeah.
or something
Yeah, I
like
know.
that.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
That is kind of.
So
I'm
if I
sure
come
that
back
that
and
would
it's
go
like,
through
oh, yeah,
like
by the
customer
way,
service shit.
Well, I shouldn't have to. Like,
I
you
know,
what
I
mean?
hear
Like,
you.
I don't want to fucking talk to. That's like right now. Like,
That's just hassle,
should've-
like you said.
exactly. I should have had to reset my character like 1,000 times over already, but I never did because it's just a pain in the ass getting to contact somebody at CIG.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
hey, can you fucking reset my account? I'd be like, get back to you in like 4 or 5 months. Be like, oh shit, sorry, I know that was like 2 patches ago. You still need to reset your account?
Yeah.
Adding that insurance system like that would like essentially be self-destructive to this game because
Bro, it's
You're
already a pain in the ass dealing with the insurance IRL. I don't want to fucking deal with it in game.
I
yeah, it's
know.
basically
You know what I
just
mean?
taxing your players for even playing your video or like even thinking about getting on.
That's the
game.
thing with like the mental status, dude. You know, fucking just being pissed off playing the game because you have to fucking. It's
Yeah.
Like,
But I just mean like every
Going down a
MMO
wormhole
game like
here.
this. Well, like let's
It's
just
important.
think this is like a $500 to $1 billion investment. How are they going to get $1 billion out of this game when it goes live?
Long-term
Dude,
success.
I feel like they have the recipe already.
Yeah, but I mean like
They literally have the recipe already.
every
They
other
just-
one of these games charged a sub. That's how they did it. So if they have 5 million players and they charge them each $10 a month, it's just like a revenue generating machine. And that there you go. You know what I mean? But how many people who paid for their package, got their ship, like me, like let's say you spent like $2,000, and 5 years rolls around, they're like, now you have to pay us $10 a month. How many of them people are going to be like, go fuck yourself? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like for this game, it wouldn't work as much as World of Warcraft because World of Warcraft is just a completely different game in terms like every sense of the word.
Well, not really. It's the same premise. It's a big game where there's a bunch of people on it. You have a character. You go around. There's not really skills and shit, but I have a feeling they're going to put shit like that into this game eventually.
But that game is pretty much more of an escape than Star Citizen.
How
like
is-
there's
how?
more of an incentive. There's
What
more
game?
of an,
Like World of Warcraft, because
More
it's
of
probably
an
the
escape.
closest parallel to like this.
Oh, I never played World of Warcraft. So
Well, it's
I'm
just
already
like-
out of that
It's
subject.
just like the premise of it's a game
say
with millions of
tank,
people
Ryan?
who play it. What is it?
You said a
yeah,
tank?
yeah,
You want a tank? Okay.
It's just like a game where millions of people play it, and you're online and you're doing like activities together, and there's PvP, PvE, blah 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 blah. It's just like it's the same type of premise. You know what I mean? And the way that they funded that was they sold the box and then they charged a subscription every month if you
it's the
wanted
same
to play.
premise, but there's less realism in that game than this game.
But I mean, what does realism have to do with them making money?
It just, it,
The
it's
question.
just,
Realism,
it's so.
realism takes an effect on the player's like emotional feelings towards the game. That's why it's completely different because when you're playing this game, it's less of an escape because you still see things that you do in real life. Like you have to go buy food and water to maintain your character's well-being in the video game.
But
that's
CIG
the
like-
just
that's
says
the
like,
realism.
what does that
That's the
affect?
realism.
What does that affect me making money off the $1 billion investment? You know what I mean? Like,
Like the problem of contemplating this is that we're looking at the game as is right now, and none of this is even going to be like considered for what a pile of years from now. So like,
That's what I'm saying. It's
Well, I
fucking-
guarantee
it's
they
like-
every week they probably
it's
talk to each other and are like,
psychotic to try to
"How are we
think
gonna
about
do
You
this?"
already
at
get in the
this
tank?
stage.
Yeah.
Holy fuck! What a speed!
Dude, what is wrong with this shit? I literally,
whatever.
I'm just downing water bottles right now, and my character is just not getting it.
I noticed. I
That
think the
fucking
server's
happened
fucked
to me too before.
because I just came out of my ship with my helmet on, and he started suffocating to death for no
It
reason.
happens to be all the time.
Yeah, leaving the server. Nah, but like, if they imagine if they actually did add some shit like where you could be like a fucking union worker, you start picking up fucking your garbage men now.
That's one
You got a
option. One option is
401k, you gotta
what,
pay life
dude?
insurance.
One option is they go GTA Online, where you start with literally fucking nothing, and you're just like a clown on the street, and you literally start with absolutely nothing, and you build your way up through either like doing jobs or doing nonsense. Like that is one possibility of what they do is just have it
I
like
feel
that.
like if they were ever to put that in, like, it'd be impossible for them to make that the only option. Like, it would have to be exactly like it is now, and if you are a diehard fiend of just realism, you could do that if you wanted to, but they could never make it so you have to do that, because it would fail immediately. Like,
Well, that's
I
why
would-
I'm like,
me
I find
personally,
it
I
funny
would
to
never
think,
ever do that.
like starting
But I mean,
Hurston,
if they
pick up
made it an
trash,
option,
make
like-
10K, rent a ship, and then go and like fucking mine somewhere, and like day one of playing the game
like
is
you
like.
just said there, like if they made it like not so much of a grind that you could do like 2 missions maybe, get enough to rent a ship and then go out and like
Well, that's
be
what I'm talking
instantly out of that
Yeah.
fuckery, but like I like the
Greetings,
idea
men.
of that if it
I
was kind of
think-
minimal.
What's up?
Like
I think they would have a better chance of subscription earning money with like game mode subscriptions, like making Star Marine like $10 every 4 months, like a package like that. You get Star Marine. in every
That's a
game.
I
bad
don't see that
idea.
happen. Yeah.
That's way too low population already.
Well, like this is what we were just talking about, Raul. Is how do you think that they're going to fund this? Do you think it's going to be like a
Here's better
subscription?
question. How does EVE Online really get their money?
Yeah, is that a sub?
Subscriptions and microtransactions
Yeah.
So, like,
He
from
said
what?
sub game.
from players.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'm saying like what do they buy? Like, what's the microtransaction?
They buy skill points. They buy skins. They buy
In-game
you can
currency,
buy
I imagine.
game currency.
Yeah.
All the stuff. Now, when I started, there was none of that shit. It was only subscription. It was $15 a month, and that's where all their money came from. And they're a very small studio, like relative to other MMOs. That's how they make their money. Because EVE Online's got a very like rich fan base relative to other games, a very educated fan base. You know, like when I'm in comms with EVE Online, a lot of those dudes are either in IT, they're doctors, they're lawyers, they're politicians, all that shit. It's pretty good.
Well,
It
I'm
was
just
like-
saying. That's why I'd say the parallels to World of Warcraft are very close because they started with the same thing. It was like a $15 a month subscription, and then as
Yeah.
time went on, they wanted more and more money, and they weren't making enough money. So that's when they started adding character services, subscriptions. Now you can buy in-game currency in the game. You know what I mean?
Well,
And
it's
it just never
inflation,
stopped.
right?
Exactly. Yeah.
because that business model was like 03 to like 2010, and they knew if they increased their prices to like $20 a month, people would be like, you know what, go fuck yourself. But
Exactly.
Eve just did that. Eve just increased their subs to $20 a month, and they haven't had new content in 4 years. That's some ballsy shit right there.
That's why
I'm never going to give them money again. The only reason I'm playing right now is because my buddy Zach gifted me a sub because he's rich in game, so he uses in-game money to fund,
Yeah.
like subs.
That's why I was guessing that like the most realistic way that they would do this is a subscription thing. But people would fucking hate, like so many people would not pay for a Star Citizen subscription. So that's why I was saying like, how are they going to do this?
I mean, they've got $500 million, and people are still throwing money at them for ships. I mean, I think their business model's fine for now.
Well, this is what we were
If you're
talking about.
like
Is
20
they were
years in the
saying
future, who knows? but-
originally that they were gonna, when the game comes out, they're gonna stop selling ships. And I was like, well, then how the fuck are they gonna fund this?
No, that's a lie. Never listen to them. Eve Online, the company CCP, they said the same shit. We promise we will never, because how Eve Online, how you level up is not by doing, it's just by a skill queue that goes over time. So like my first day of playing that game, the cool ship that I wanted to fly took me 35 days of just waiting around before I could fly it. It's some horse shit. It's some like sunk cost fallacy bullshit. But they promised that they would never sell those skill points that we all earned over time. Now, what happened? You can totally buy skill points now with in-game money. I would have loved to have been able to do that when I was new, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah, and it was more or less just
Business
like a
models
thought.
change.
That's why I think
Yeah,
it was like, oh,
thought
we,
experiment.
like I don't even really care, to be honest, because like you said, it's years out. I'm just, you know, there's a part
I
of me
think it's
that
gonna
just
be-
thinks it's like I'm calling bullshit on them not selling ships. Is what I'm trying to get at.
I agree
I think
with
they're
you
always going to sell.
1,000%.
Because like the idea that
Because-
they're going to ever stop is like, well, then how on earth are they going to get their billions of dollars?
Right. They made $500 million with this business model. Why would they fuck with that?
Yeah.
Unless it stops working.
Yeah, I know, Barb. I just enough. I'm curious. I think I can fit 3 tanks in here. Is what I was trying to do.
Bino's out. There isn't one, right? I mean, this is it. But this game's the dream game. Like, we all talk about it. Like, even Zach, he's coming back. I don't know if y'all watch his videos, but he's the one that does the cinematics, really beautiful cinematics. And he just got a 3D mouse, and he was showing that off on his YouTube channel. So he'll be able to do some good work with that.
Yeah. Give me a second. Let me read some chat here. They said it before about the insurance model of how they want it to happen. Ships with AUEC, no insurance. Ship gone with AUEC/insurance claimable. Now pledge. Pledge ships are with real money, same as AUEC model. Pledge ships with no insurance in game, money to claim, kind of like import pound fee. The insurance part is the only wild card. They don't know how they're going to do it, or even if they will, to be honest. They are always going to sell components for ships. You can fold the barrels. Yeah.
Weird fucking game.
Now that's what one guy. Well, that's what Mason was saying. Was like, I think this is what he was saying. I guess they always said that the insurance thing was so that when you claim your ship in game, it costs no money. But if you don't have insurance, claiming your ship in the game costs a deductible or some shit. Is what he was saying. So it's like the insurance just saves you in-game AUEC every time you claim your ship. Whereas if you didn't have the insurance, you have to pay 10, 20, 30,000 AUEC every time.
I'm going to link it in Business Streams.
Yeah.
But check out his Star Citizen cinematics from a couple of years ago, man. They're beautiful. There's a whole playlist. And he's going to start doing them again because I'm playing it, and now he's interested.
Now, Loco has been gone for a while. Was he sleazy?
Was he what?
I was just curious if Loco was gone for a while.
Oh yeah, he has. He's been.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Y'all want to make some money, or y'all doing other things?
Well, I wanted to get the
make
890
money.
jump thing on the go, but I see so many service beacons popping that I feel like I should go do them.
Where you at?
I'm just at SCD1. I have like 2 tanks on the C2, but you know, I could go get a different ship out, get the A2 out or something, go kill some hammerheads.
Oh, you got an A2? Nice.
Yeah, I have it all set up too. I also I'm gonna go do this. Logan, you wanna? What are you doing? I think he's AFK.
All I know is that subscription games are definitely not for me. I could not stand that.
I would rather a subscription game because I used to be with you like when WoW came out. I'm like, I ain't giving them motherfuckers $15 a month. Goddamn crazy. But and I didn't have a PC because consoles were kind of superior back then in a lot of ways. But nowadays, I much prefer $15 a month than what they got going now with all the different transactions.
Yeah, if I just could pay $15 a month and you just keep
And not have to
making
worry
me
about it.
content and don't fuck me over and don't sell me shit that should just be in the game,
Yeah.
I'd be so down for that. But like when they start doing triple things, it drives me crazy. Like, oh, we sell a
Well, that's
sub,
like WoW
but we
now,
don't
right?
put out good content for the sub. If you want the cool things, you have to buy them from the store. It's like, fuck you.
And God forbid it's a loot box where you're not even guaranteed to get the item you want. You have to gamble. That
Those
can kick
fucking
rocks.
boxes were the worst invention ever.
Well, it's gambling is all it is.
Good for making money, terrible for like
Yeah.
being a human being.
Well, I mean, what? A lot of European countries or the EU banned it, right? Loot boxes to some extent.
Yeah,
Because it's basically teaching little kids to gamble. That's what it's teaching little kids to do.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's worse that it's little kids and not just like
Yeah.
that's fucking.
No, it's even
Like, it's-
almost worse on like people who are like, let's say, young 20s, and they're spending like 300. Like, did you ever see that video of that fucking guy? Who I think what game was it? Lost Ark or one of those fucking games
Mhm.
where he spent like, I think it was like $300,000 on it or something like
Oh,
that.
that's every game has a version of that.
Oh yeah, I know, but like he even was like, oh yeah, I don't mind swiping for this, like swiping for that. He's like, I spend about 10 grand a month on it, blah 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 blah. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, but I knew guys who spent millions of dollars on their cars. You know, like when I was autocrossing, I meet rich dudes that had like a collection of exotic cars and race cars, and it's like, you know, it's their hobby, you know. And
well, that's what he was saying. He was like, well, I make $300,000 a year. He's like,
right.
I don't give a fuck. Like, and I was like, yeah,
like
fair.
his time is more valuable to him than the money. You know, so him grinding in game to get what he wants is not worth it. It's better for him to pay the cash to get what he wants in game, so he can have, you know, the most fun per hour when he's only got a couple hours a week to play. You know, I get it, but it destroys the game for everybody else. The whales.
Well, because then they make it if you want to play for like, you know, $20, you pay the sub or you don't want to pay extra shit. It's like almost impossible to progress because it's just not designed for that.
Right. I don't know. What do you guys like? If you could pick your perfect way to finance your multiplayer game, what would it be?
Because I definitely don't see it being. That's just never happening. You know what I mean? Because they'd have to charge you $250.
Right. And that wouldn't even be enough because you still got to run the servers and then you wouldn't get new content. You know.
Yeah.
Okay. But let me ask you guys this: have you ever seen an ad for this game?
No, I don't think so.
They'd be insane if they started advertising
people they would reach with an advertisement.
Well,
I don't think they want to do that. They only want super fans.
Yeah. And here's the thing: like, what are you gonna advertise? Your
casual's gonna want their money back.
You know what I mean? Like, come buy ships, come experience bugs, like, come fucking pull your hair out every 5 minutes. You know what I mean?
You don't sell an alpha. That's a bad idea because then you'll get bad reviews from people that are like, man, dude, I bought this game for $45. That's why you're not buying the game, quote unquote. You're pledging to a future game because they are tired of having to return money.
I wasn't using that for this game. I was saying like for my own funding a game, like with the $60 payment.
Right.
This game obviously not, because it's definitely not worth $60 like to play it just in general. It's so fucking buggy. And
sad face. I spent 83.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
what?
I mean, games were $60 for a game in like 2000. Like, it's so funny that the fact of how much more effort. That's what I'm saying. The fact of how much effort goes into a game today, and everyone just expects to not have to pay more than $50 is like, what are you expecting?
There was a system called a Neo Geo. The games were $200 in the 90s.
Yeah.
I think a $60 down pay, like instant payment, and then you play the game for as long as you fucking want to, would be a way better marketing strat. Like this game, it would never work for. This is just a complete exception to that. Like this can't even compare truly. But like that's why games like Call of Duty work so well, because they're all $60.
Yeah, and they make a new one every 2 years. You can't make a new one of these in 2 years.
But they also advertise the ever-living shit out of it, and they make all their money before the beta.
No. The reason why Call of Duty makes money is because people buy the next. You don't have to advertise the next Call of Duty. People are going to buy the next Call of Duty as soon as it drops.
Because they spend 3 times as much on advertising as they do on the game.
I'm saying the fact that they do is kind of almost like retarded, because everyone who plays Call of Duty is going to play the next one.
No. Advertising definitely works, man, because that's why Call of Duties care more about the way the game looks for like trailers than they do actual gameplay, because they know that trailers and posters sell games more than good gameplay.
They sell you a fucking half-assed attempt at a video game, but give it the best marketing possible.
Yep.
Like the brand new Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, it's probably going to be absolute horseshit on launch. Like, so buggy, it's just a half-assed attempt at a game. But the marketing has been fucking amazing. For what I've seen, it's just been insane.
Well, this is why, as soon as I played Battlefield 4, I never played another Call of Duty. It's just like, that only lasts so long. Like, that's why we were saying normies love Call of Duty. Because it's like the people who don't actually play games. They pick up a controller, play with the boys on the weekend for a couple hours, and, you know, that's about it.
Listen to this. You have to build that super fan base before making games like that, where they're half-assed and you're just releasing for $60 and advertise fucking. build a fan. You make a couple good games, right? People expect a lot out of you. You have a couple good games out there, small projects, decent games, right? And then you start going full fucking throttle. $60 right off the bat. $60 pre-order to play the beta. That's going to be absolutely horseshit. And then you market the ever-living.
But here's the thing.
And then you're just winning.
I heard they put best. There's two things. There's a brand deposit and a brand withdrawal. Those are brand withdrawals, and you can only get them after you do brand deposits for a while. But here's the problem. You can only do so many brand withdrawals until it's bankrupt and there's nothing in it. And
It
Call of
depends on
Duty
how
is
hardcore the
almost
fan
at
base
that
is.
point.
Look at FIFA.
FIFA.
Shit.
FIFA
They
is
sell the same
literally
game every
ridiculous.
year.
Yeah, literally every single year it's the same game.
Like I would even
And
say the
people
same thing
gobble
about
that shit
Madden and NHL. You know what I mean?
And
EA
isn't
just
FIFA,
had that
'cause
shit
I don't play
cornered.
FIFA, but isn't that the type of game where you have to like pay money to even get like the players that you
All
root for?
those
Yeah.
NHL, NFL, and
Well, they're like
FIFA,
EA
all of those
games. EA kind of cornered the market on that because they had so many brand withdrawals since the 90s all the way up to the mid 2000s that they're able to just milk their player base.
Yeah.
Same thing with kind of like Blizzard, but Blizzard is dying because that's the funniest thing. You know, like you can see
Blizzard's dying for, I just think, for mismanagement from the inside.
that too as well. But like a lot of it is like it's just there's nothing there anymore.
But that happens to every dev studio. The super talent that made the studio what it is, they retire, they get rich, they get lazy, they sell it off to an evil corporation, and then the evil corporation turns it into, you know, what they're good at, a fucking soulless
But that's
husk
what I'm saying.
that's
Call
just
of
there to make
Duty and
money.
Blizzard are owned by the same company. That's why you're seeing it's just the same
Yeah.
fucking thing.
Well, every company's
Same thing
owned by
with EA,
one of
right?
4 companies.
Well, EA is. I don't think EA is the same company, but EA is just like the same premise. Is like they're just milking for what they got.
That's how every game did.
EA is the developer, right? EA is the developer, and then they have other major titles like.
Yeah, they own BioWare, they own lots of...
Yeah.
They own all the studios that I loved like 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah, and what do they do to those studios? They fucking shut them down.
Turn them into
Yeah.
whores.
Yeah, they turned them into cash cows, fucking milk for their very last crop.
Same thing with
You wanna hear
Respawn
something
and,
sad?
Like Apex, fucking like Titanfall, they just absolutely fucked them.
Yeah. EA used to be the shit, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to be fucking the best people
Yep.
in games.
That original EA, oh my god. When you saw EA, when you cranked up a game, you knew you were in for a good time.
Yeah, like NHL 97.
Battlefield 4 was peak EA.
Yeah. Now I'm sad. You guys depressed me.
That game told you
So it gives you a
exactly
headache.
what you expected. Everything they marketed to you was exactly as
That's what I'm saying. Like, DICE is kind of dead now, though. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't
because
play the
they
last
built-
Battlefield. The one before that was uber disappointing, and that used to be all I played every day.
Fucking
Yeah,
garbage, dude.
they did the same exact thing for Battlefield as well. They marketed the ever-living fuck out of Battlefield 1.
Battlefield 3 and
Battlefield
Battlefield
4
4 were the best Battlefields ever made.
Yeah, I spent so much of my
everybody
life
agrees with
doing
that
it.
one.
I think Battlefield 4 was better, to be honest.
Oh, Battlefield 4 is great. After you got
Battlefield
all
4 was
those
the best.
fucking DLCs and
Battlefield
shit.
4
it
was
perfect.
good, but it wouldn't be shit without Battlefield 3.
Well, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
All of them came from 3, yeah, all the good DLCs.
I really did enjoy
Battlefield 3
MW2 and COD, or Black Ops. The first Black Ops, that was fun.
Yeah.
That era of gaming was just the best thing. Now it's all just fucking money-hungry companies.
Dude, it was a great era, man. We were
What
in the middle
happens
of
is
the
when
Mass
you have
Effect trilogy.
a massive studio like that that costs you 400 billion, or like 2 billion to run a year, like how are you gonna pay for that? You know, you're gonna have to get microtransactions going. A bunch of nonsense.
What game would cost? Oh, what I was saying before though is MW2 had a budget of 200 million. Only 50 million went to the actual game. The other was what, like 2009 or whatever.
Yeah. Well, and I have to say, you definitely needed more marketing back in the day, for sure. Because now a lot
I
of
think
people are
you need
just
even more
tuned
now
in.
because there's more
Well,
competition.
There's so many people who are tuned into, like, if you're a gamer, you know what I mean, you watch kind of like gaming content and all that stuff. Like, a lot of this is just like gets marketed through people talking about it and like word of mouth, and you watch
Right,
your
but
favorite
that's-
game, people talking about gaming stuff.
But we gamers have bubbles now, like everybody else. So like
Yeah.
right now I'm in a Star Citizen bubble. So I don't even know what the fuck Call of Duty and Battlefront's called nowadays. I don't know what their names are. I don't pay attention. So if they want to get me back, they're gonna have to advertise like a motherfucker. They're gonna have to like hunt me down and find where I hide on the internet, and all that costs money.
Doubt
Yeah.
you. You had to pay.
But I just mean like,
hack your computer, make sure you
let's say
see
EA
the
just
stuff,
paid for like TV advertisements. Like, who are they getting
Yeah.
there? You know what I mean? No.
No, they
You
want
have to pay like
target you.
podcasting and stuff. No.
Well, they want to target you is what they want to do.
Yeah, that's why marketing analytics,
shit.
like even just watching YouTube and seeing an ad on
I hired you to protect me. Now get back here and protect
like
me.
opening up Google and seeing an ad on any website, that shit it instantly tracks you down. I don't know how to
Yep.
describe it. It's like an algorithm that like makes sure if you even if you hover over a certain advertisement for like half a second and like look at it.
Yeah, they all use
that's all you're gonna
keylogger.
see.
Yeah, keyloggers.
That's all you're gonna
In
see.
fact,
That's exactly-
they know if you go to a website and like you put things in carts, and then they'll sell that information to other. They're all selling your information, man. Like I'll talk about something, I won't even Google it, and then I'll start seeing ads for it. So they're listening to me too.
that's a little bit
It's true. It's true.
It is. I mean, it is true.
Yeah, I
in
went
some
through a lot to
senses.
go through my fucking Samsung, and I
Back
turned off
here
literally
now.
everything.
Yeah.
I know Instagram. It'd be kind of.
All right. Sad face. 2142 hands down. Titan mode. Bring to Star Citizen. I'm not exactly sure what you're saying there,
I don't
Mason.
see that anymore. I don't see it anywhere.
That's the only reason I'm starting to think about buying Apple again is because Apple's like, you know what? Let's be the privacy company, and that's
Yeah.
I
think that's a lot
Yeah.
of talk, though.
I don't know, man. It's working because all the companies that love to spy on you are freaking out about it.
That's why Windows is actually like a very good operating system as well, because they literally give you the option
Back
to
here
install Windows
now.
to turn off every sort of data.
Yeah, but look at like what's going on with Windows 11, man.
Yeah, I was gonna
They're
say I
cooking-
have Windows 11, and my fuck,
Yeah.
it's shoving propaganda and ads in my face, and can't shut
Yep.
them off, and it drives me crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out a way because they'll force us to get Windows 11 in like a year,
Yeah.
2 or 3, and then we'll have to figure out a way to shut all that shit down.
Because if I go into my little like start menu thing, it's just plastered with like Washington Post, this, that, and the other thing, and you can't
Yeah.
go in and say. You can say stop showing me this ad, and then they just give you another ad for the same type of shit. You can't say like I'd rather hear from these people. It's like no, you're going to hear what we're going to tell you, and that's like you can't get rid of it. It's so annoying.
Yeah, no, that's why human interaction is so valuable.
Oh, fuck, I just missed out on a high threat, 270,000.
I was
I
just
know.
doing one, but I wasn't really paying attention here. I was just shooting the shit, and I had to leave because I was getting shit kicked out of me. I have one right now that I'll share
On a
with the
high
boys.
or a crit?
No, this was only high and it was 270. That's
Yeah,
why
the one
like
I have
to
right
take
now,
that.
it's a $213,000 high. Share with the boys.
Yeah, let's
Where
do
you
it.
at,
Hey,
Dad?
can I get an invite to party?
You don't have to
Oh,
share
yeah,
with me.
yeah.
I'm in a bunker right now, so
Keep going.
I don't
Oh,
want
Dad,
to
can you pick me up in that ollie?
not be there.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, bet. Ah, I fucking hurt the shit out of my toe. Ow.
Battlefield 2042. I like. Here's the thing. There was no reality where I was ever gonna play
Fly away
that.
from me and we are
Like,
done.
it
You
looked
hear me?
absolutely terrible to me. Some of the boys said it's pretty good. I can't even imagine buying it. That's how much it turned me off. Like the whole, like kind of hero characters and I just DICE is. I can't do it. I just don't even want to see what they're doing. You know, that's how much they kind of lost my support. And I used to be, what I was, Commander level 146 or whatever the fuck it was in Battlefield 4.
And it's a fully functioning game that's very good. They're gonna own the market pretty much, and they could start doing the exact same thing that every other game company does. They just make a shit game and sell it for $60 and advertise the shit out of it. They like it just starts with dominating a market. That's it.
I'm happy. It's gonna take them a while to do that, though. Hopefully.
It's gonna take them an extreme long time.
Fuck. Oh, no,
Now,
no, I
one
can't.
thing that drives me nuts here, if you guys noticed this, that
Fuck is happening?
I've not noticed it in the other patches, but this one I definitely do.
All needs a party
Shield-
invite.
shields don't go down, but your ship takes a fuckload of damage. It kind of drives
Isn't
me
that what
crazy.
ballistics do?
No. I
And
was fighting against
certain
people with
missiles?
lasers, just lasers, whole time. I was flying around. My C2 shields did not go down for 1 second, and I had $17,000 in repair bills.
Well, the way it works, I believe, is like at 100% shields, it blocks 90% of damage, and then as your shields go down, more damage bleeds into your hull. That's how that works. I don't know the exact math.
That might
And then
make
certain
sense.
weapons, like ballistics, pierce it better than like repeaters or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't really
more
bother
damage.
learning the mechanics too much of this game because it's going to change patch to
They
patch.
change constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
just
think I'm
mean
gonna end up
it's
dying
kinda
soon, Dead Sea, because I've drunk like 4 water bottles and my hydration refuses to go up. So
That's funny.
Go use a. Where are you at? Can you use a med bed?
I'll take you to Grimhex. That's where
no,
I'm
I'm
going.
at
so.
Alisar.
The only.
Yeah,
place in
I'm
the
heading to
world with a
Alisar
med
now.
bed.
I've got food and drink on me.
It's not even worth dropping.
No, he's been chugging
Yeah.
food and drink straight.
He's
to
just not working.
nothing for some reason.
Backspace.
Well, no, I'll just
Can't-
take him to
I'll respawn
Grimhex.
all the way at Tressler.
That's what I'm saying. I'll just take you to Grimhex, and you can go use a med bed there.
I'm gonna set my spawn at Grimhouse as well.
Oh, there must be enemies. I see 9 of 10.
Yeah, that's where we live.
Dude, I want to start like a fucking criminal group themed around the Ninetales. That shit is dope as fuck. I don't know why. I'm like a.
Start your own.
a
Why,
Ninetales
you know,
supporter,
ride
man.
their dick.
I think that's a good name for an org. Is like 69 tails or something.
69 tails. That's.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think that's just cool. I like the whole vibe of that whole group.
Yeah, I always loved guys who
cooler.
like the RP, as pirates or whatever. I flew with a lot of like Eve pirates.
You should join the Ghost of Klesher if you want to be a pirate.
Is that did somebody actually make an org?
No, that's our Black Ops division in STAARS.
Oh,
Ghost
copy
of
that.
Klesher.
I love Black Ops. But yeah, Black Ops and Eve was a ton of fun because basically what it was you had ships that could teleport. So you had a hunter that would go out and like look like a wee little baby, and get attacked by other ships, and then they would light this magical beacon that we could jump to.
Yeah.
Fucking, we called it Hot Drop O'Clock. Those are some of my favorite meme videos. It was like Hot Drop O'Clock videos.
Yeah, just like drop in like a whole fleet on top of somebody.
Yep. It's like one guy turns into 20 guys with badass ships, and then you die. I just like where people think they're winning, easy win, and then they
Yeah.
just get hell dunked. Love
Yeah.
that shit, man.
For
It's a
sure.
good time.
Hey, what's the strategy here, Dead Sea? You can
We were waiting for Loco to get on.
Open the hangar door.
No, we were
I
waiting
thought
for
you-
Loco to get on. He was supposed to
Wait,
be
does the
on
ship
here,
have a
but
med bed?
Please visit again.
no.
Oh. Okay.
I think the M2 should be a medical ship, personally, medical transport. But
Isn't it a cargo ship, like the best cargo ship or whatever?
well, C2 is best cargo ship. The M2 is, in my opinion, useless, and the A2 is a bomber.
Yeah.
Quantum travel engaged.
I honestly forgot how to use the fucking motor to this thing.
Fire.
How do I turn on the power?
Definitely use some support about now.
Yeah, Mesa, I was so disappointed. Oh, it's on the top of the middle console. It's on the middle console and roof. Yeah, Mesa, I was just so disappointed in Battlefield 5 for so many reasons. Like I can't even explain them all. But the first day I got that, I kind of took a day off work or whatever. Got Battlefield 5, and I was like, I'm gonna play the shit out of this. I got to max level before I went to sleep that day.
Heavy fire.
And I was like, what the fuck is this? There's only 50 levels? And it was just, I fucking hated it. I was like, what have you done? And then they're like, oh, it's a live service. We're gonna build the game as the game goes on. And they did nothing of the sort. They just quit on it after like a one DLC. It was, I just couldn't deal with them after that.
He was going so fast.
He was running at the speed of light.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I want to kill this friendly because he has a LMG and I want it.
Okay. Mass murderer for weapons.
I can't wait for the AI to be intelligent so you
Yeah, I was beyond disappointed at Battlefield 5. And their whole marketing thing too of like, if you don't like the game, just don't play. Like, we hate you. I was like, well, fuck you guys then. You know what I mean?
the weapon
Yeah.
apart. He's probably like one bullet dead right now.
Yeah, you'll get it. The LMGs are pretty numerous in them places.
Yeah, it just seems like that's the only one.
Do the 15,000 credit one. If you do the 15,000 credit one, they'll already be like heavies dead when you get there usually.
Yeah, true.
I used to show up there just in my white panties and pick shit up off the ground.
Dude, I did that before, like when they were all useless every shot, and I would just come in with no gun and just fist fight a guy for a gun, and then take it and kill everybody else.
They're still broken. If you go fast, they don't have time to react. But
Yeah.
once they do react, headshot 100 meters away every time.
Oh, I know. It's just one shot, yeah.
Dude,
There's literally
NPC
nothing in this bunker.
Ally NPC's armor is so, like, the worst fucking armor in the game. It just looks ugly as shit. I know you guys noticed, like, you're doing a Nine Tails bunker mission.
Yeah.
You go up and then the allies were, I mean, not Nine Tails, I don't think allies spawn in, but just bunker missions in general. You go there and then you have the allies in the white, and then the heavy white armor dudes, they just look ugly as shit. They got a blockhead, fucking armor looks like it's too big for their bodies. They look like they're fucking suffocated in that suit.
Yeah, the guy I'm looking at now, for some reason, he has all white armor, arms blue. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they got really mismatched colors. They just picking shit up off the floor.
Yeah, just like, oh, this fits. Good to go.
So, like, I got a question for you guys. Like, that Star Citizen with the boys video that I posted, like, that's just, like, kind of like a test of me using comms as, like, joke type stuff. And I didn't know if anybody's not okay with that, let me know. And I'm not, like, if somebody tells, like, you know, like a horrible thing, I'm not going to ever use that kind of stuff. You know, or if you dox yourself, I'm not going to use that shit. Hell, I edit out F words, you know. But anybody who's got a problem with, like, your voice being on videos, just let me know.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I did get a chance to watch
I know
that
the
video.
streamers are okay with it. I'm talking more like the guys who don't stream, for the most part.
I don't give a fuck about anything, so don't worry about me.
Fucking nihilism, man. Come on, guys. We hang out to be positive and feel good. Well, I do. Positivity. Everything's going to be great. Star Citizen is going to be a wonderful game in about 35 years.
Oh, it's hot. Fuck.
We only got half a century left.
Yeah, I'm going to leave all my ships to my grandnephews.
Chris Roberts gonna be gone by that time. Fucking
That is
I'll
gonna
have
live
to.
forever.
I'll have to have a
Oh,
kid
this
just
is
so I have
cool.
somebody to give my Star Citizen account to.
Your legacy.
Cloud Imperium Space Industries.
I'm excited for that Bethesda game, you know, Starfield or whatever.
And isn't it Battlefield 2042, not 2142? Just curious.
Star anything that has star in the title.
It's 2142. I imagine it'd be almost like a space game at that point.
Sci-fi. Those are my two favorite genres.
Hey, you play Mordhau?
I've
I never got into
that on the
Mordhau.
go yet.
I'm a Mountain Blade guy, but Mountain Blade's dead right now.
Yeah.
So now I got Chivalry 2. Chivalry 2's alright, but it's very arcadey.
Yeah, Chivalry 3 is less arcadey, I think. I'm pretty sure it's way
Wait a minute, Chivalry 2 just came out.
Oh, wait, I'm confused.
Yeah.
Alright, we're here.
I just bought Chivalry 2 like last month because Bannerlord's dead.
You played For Honor? I'm pretty sure of it.
Ugh, For Honor.
No.
Fuck, I was not a fan of that.
I haven't
I
heard.
fucking love that game. I still play it all the time.
It's
Yeah,
so-
like
2142? I gotta look that up. I've never heard of Battlefield 2142. I heard of 1942. I heard of Battlefield 4. I never heard of 2142. Let's get the vid in your Discord. Yeah. Give me a second.
it's just arcadey, man. And same with For Honor. For Honor's like you
Yeah, For
choose
Honor
an
is
activity,
very
and then
By a
the other
strong-
guy chooses an activity.
Your
and it's
battle.
like, come on, man. It's not real time. It's almost like turn based. It's like real time turn based. I don't like that.
That's why Mordhau.
Yeah, I never heard of it. That must have came out like early days, but look at it.
It's too skill gappy because nobody plays it, right?
I thought you were saying your favorite was Battlefield 42. I was gonna say, I must question your opinions now.
Confused. I didn't know there was such a thing called fucking sword
what the fuck?
dragging. Oh, what the fuck just hit? I'm scared. I gotta get away from the ship.
Yeah, I just popped through the wall. Yeah. That's why I was confused, because that's the one I was talking about. It's like 2042. I just was not interested in that whatsoever.
Forcefully slow down your sword after the swing. Like you have full control over every movement you do in that game.
That sounds pretty cool.
Right. Every game's got a version of that. You know, like in Bannerlord, it was feinting. The feinting was super janky.
Yeah.
but you had to master it to get good at it.
The feints in that game are pretty good, Mordo. I feel like they work like actual feints would. And
Now-
riposting is very good too.
Did either any of you guys play Kingdom Come Deliverance?
One of my all-time favorite RPGs.
I was gonna
I
say,
beat it on
awesome
hardcore.
game. Awesome fucking
Yeah.
game, and I love the sword fighting in that. That was like
Me
the,
too.
the directional.
The only problem is it was designed for dueling, so when it was like
Yeah.
1v10, the target selection was hot shit, but
Yeah,
dueling
yeah.
was perfect.
If they had it like the target selection a little bit better, so that you could kind of like quick jump from target to target, it would have been better.
Yeah.
Because
I,
it was very
I
big.
hated that game because I was like,
Dude, I
12
cannot kill
dead.
this fucking hammerhead.
What was going on?
Is it a beacon? Is that what you're after?
Yeah, I don't know if it's broke or what. I've been shooting it for the last half hour.
Do I have to go
Well,
to
invite us to a
Go to
party,
the-
and then we'll come help you.
It's the one that Dead Sea sent. I can send it.
Well,
again,
I'm
though.
still not in the party.
Well, maybe that's
yeah.
why I was having so much trouble. Because I swear I was shooting that thing with my
Dude,
C2.
I'm shooting the same
forever.
one. I'm shooting the same one that's red right now.
Yeah.
It's not fucking dying.
Welcome. Bye. to
Yeah,
the
I hit the ass of that
Retrieval
thing
system.
forever. It's not dead.
Yeah,
Do
see?
you want to get in my
Yeah,
hurricane here?
Alright.
Vehicle
And who?
selected.
What do you
Nice,
say,
I
Bob?
killed that one.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna need
I'll
a-
get in.
I'm gonna need a party invite, Dead Sea.
I say you
On
want, I
your
swear.
time.
I'm gonna
sound like
die
you're
from
fucking-
fucking starvation before I kill this other hammerhead, though.
Yeah, I'll be
You
there in
sound
my
like you're fucking
hurricane.
holding him up, bro.
Welcome.
I'm gonna need a party invite.
Vehicle retrieval.
Well, I've asked like half a dozen times
I
in the
swear
last
I
45
sent
minutes.
it. I'll
Oh, I
send
did
you
not
another.
hear you.
Your vehicle has been
Alright, let me
delivered
send
to
that
the
one.
following location.
It
Goodbye.
Raw.
could be on my end. I don't know.
Invite.
Maybe it's broken.
Coming in.
Do I have to go to a specific room to use a med bed? That's so fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Please visit us again.
There. Invite.
There we go. Now we're good.
Yeah, alright. See you in a bit, Mason.
It's too realistic. I actually have to check into the fucking hospital anytime I want to just lay down. And
Yeah.
and not have
You have
to
to
eat
reserve that
food.
shit.
You have to
like
reserve
that
it. You
old
have to travel
rag.
there. You have to
Oh, man.
fucking.
Never bring
That-
food with me ever.
Alright.
When I'm in that shift.
My whole plan today is to get that, what's it called? Going. The, 890 battleship. I'm curious whenever Loco gets back here.
You already have my tank with you, do you?
Yeah, it's in the C2.
Alright, perfect. I'm just.
Plus the audacity of these fucking people to make this hospital this fucking dirty at Grim Hex.
Listen,
I swear to God.
you
I gotta
like the
have
Nine
this
Tails, that's
sit
who's
down.
running Grim Hex, so.
Right.
Yeah.
I was about to
Blame
say
them.
that's Space Tortuga, man.
Nah, dude, they're not the ones controlling it though.
Yeah, they are. They're the ones who
They-
are running this place.
They run the shit, but the people that are actually working in the hospital, the motherfuckers in the Nine Tails don't work here. They just sit here. There ain't no way they trashed every single room in this place.
If you
Yeah,
read
but
the
who
lore,
lives in
Nine
Space
Tails showed up
Tortuga?
and they
Who do you
said,
think
everyone who
pays
wants to
them?
work for us, you can stay. Everyone who has a problem, get in the airlock.
Oh yeah, I know. I heard that's what they did.
They didn't tell them get in the air. Like they fucking smoked them.
Well, yeah,
And they
they-
sold their body parts.
Yeah, through the body
Exactly.
parts into the airlock.
Online.
Yeah, they weren't telling people shit.
Imagine you're just chilling at your home, and some dudes with weird pink and blue armor pull up on you, and you're just fucking helpless, and they're just like, "Hey, want to work for us?" You just like softly decline, and they're just like, "All right, sweet."
Well, they're
Check
kind of like the
airlock.
Nazis, man. They're evil, but they got the good drip.
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot. Nazis were relatively dripped out.
They
What hangar
were
are you
quite
in?
dripped out. Hangar 13.
If you can share that beacon with me, I'll come at it.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
can't believe Buddy
actually,
didn't
That is
die.
a super good fucking comparison now that I think about it. Literally, the Nine Tails are literally just like the Nazis, except they don't hate a specific ethnic group.
That we know of, yes. We have no idea. what
Isn't
the
that
Nine Tails-
weird? How we judge the because like the groups that just hate everybody and want to kill everybody, we're like,
They're
at least
fine.
it's everybody.
Yeah, at least
Yeah, at least you're inclusive.
Yeah, at least they're not racist. Fucking, I don't know, man. Again, it's all
Yeah,
bad.
imagine fucking like Al Qaeda's racist.
Well, they're bigots. They're just not necessarily racist, but they're, the cultures within the religion are definitely racist, man. That's why I'm getting tired of the anti-American stuff. Because like, if you go to any other country, man,
It's way
they're
worse.
fucking super racist.
Like anywhere in Asia.
Yeah, anywhere in Asia for
I
sure.
need you to protect me. Now get
Like,
back
look at
here
China.
and
You
protect
can't
me.
even immigrate to China if you're not Chinese.
Especially Japan too. You literally, even if you're born in Japan, you don't get citizenship unless you actually have Japanese blood. Like
Yeah.
you
Now,
are Japanese.
here's the funniest one: is like show up in Asia and be black, and then say how bad America is.
Over there,
Yeah.
you're like a gimmick if you're black. Truly though, they don't actually respect black people. They like them as like a.
I hired you
It's
to
like
protect me.
just,
Now get back here and protect
I don't know
me.
how to describe it. It's just different for them.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
It's changing though, because I used to follow these two YouTubers that moved there in the aughts, and they married Chinese women, and they said it changed. Like it's getting very like anti even white, because they used to really like white people, and now they don't.
Now they hate them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well, the
that
people
kinda drives
do,
me
I
nuts.
guess, but the government's very anti.
Even like the
right
whole
now.
like distinguishing like white people. It's like, well,
Back here.
it's like what,
now.
like European, or like even like every country in Europe doesn't even like each other. You know what I mean? So it's really
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
you know, are you French? Are you
But they don't
English?
differentiate.
Are you Scandinavian?
They just like whites. Like they would
Well,
hire
yeah.
whites to like pretend to be their CEOs and stuff because they're
How
more
you
respected. You know, it's like they call it white monkey jobs. Google it; it's hilarious. But basically, you get some like dum dum that
Reach,
you know
where
just
the
like a
fuck are
dumb
you
kid out
at?
of college. And then 6 months after moving there, they'll be in some commercial saying they're like CEO of some company and be like, "Oh, it's a white guy leading that one. I guess it's good."
Reach.
Fly away from me,
a
and
lot
of,
I'm done. You hear me?
A lot of Chinese like people that own companies, they like to hire white or like black bodyguards to make themselves seem more inclusive with other countries and make themselves seem like
Yeah.
bigger man in terms of companies.
Oh, you big dick Americans. Now, where are you at, Reach? Are you coming to
You're
the
not
hangar? or
streaming,
what?
are you?
I
Yeah,
am in your vehicle right now.
Oh, okay. Well, you could have told me. I'm here waiting for you.
I thought you knew. you didn't see my name get a little bit closer.
I couldn't
Get-
find your name. That's the problem. All right, on the way. Yeah, you big dick
Where
American.
are you going?
Where are you, buddy?
I love that episode of fucking South Park. Just because I don't know the Chinese.
Holy fuck, there's a lot
How
of
they
Oh,
do the
yeah,
Chinese
yeah,
people
that's
in
funny.
South Park. It's so funny.
Oh, you have
South
a big
Park was
penis. He's like, yeah.
Yeah. Like they're like
He's like, "You have a
constantly conniving
big
behind the head.
American cock.
Oh, you have big American penis. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
Like,
he came in there, he's like, hey, can you guys just stop selling these little stupid things to my sons? Oh, there's a big American penis. He's like, yeah, you're right.
yeah,
You know what, you guys are alright.
yeah. Well, I like
That's
you.
that famous scene in Full Metal Jacket, right? Like, you too big.
Yeah.
It's like he had to basically show the prostitute that he wasn't, you know, a giant cock wielding man, so she would, you know, do business with him.
Ah, you barbarian.
you caveman.
Nah, it's like the Greeks. They're like, nah, little dicks is where it's at. It's like, okay, Greeks, like, don't tell everyone.
Back here now.
That's kind of like the joke. It's like, when did that happen? It's like, I don't know, the first time a Greek went south of the Sahara or something. It's like, holy shit, no, big dicks are bad. Big dicks are bad.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Jesus fuck, there's like
You going?
25 enemies in this bunker.
Where are you going? Oh shit, I was not paying attention. What?
Yes.
Wait, isn't this a?
No, it's enemy.
Oh,
Did you enjoy that?
I don't have lock on it. Hold on.
Well, power your weapons off on.
Where's the last one?
I should have had my size 4s on.
Done. You hear me?
I'm already out of ammo. God damn.
Oh yeah, I had all shields. My bad. There you go.
You guys just called us an asshole. He ain't
Yeah.
getting away with that. Is it just me, or are you not seeing any damage on the ship? Like,
We
I
haven't
don't
even
even-
broke its shields yet. This is a reclaimer.
yeah, I forgot they're.
Focus on its nose.
I can't. The nose won't take damage, so I gotta
What?
take off the fucking. Yeah, the nose will not take damage. That's why I'm taking the engines
What
off.
the fuck is happening?
All right, I'll work on it with you then.
Where are we aiming at? Engines? I don't know
Engine. See where I'm shooting?
Fucking.
where- I don't see your shot.
Yeah, I might need to have hop servers because I don't see you shooting either.
I think the game is sketching out.
Dying?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think.
because some of my weapons won't load up either.
I
Yeah,
can't
I don't-
hold
Yeah,
things
30K.
on.
30K.
That makes
Fuck's
sense.
sakes, man! I just finished clearing the bunker, and there was so many LMGs.
Now imagine if a casual was playing right now. They'd
Oh,
be rage
that's-
quitting.
That
Rage
would be
quit,
it,
yeah.
bro. That would be fucking.
See,
That would
that's
be
why.
it.
That's why I don't mind anymore. It's because of that right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Raul, you were right about those
I'm
bunker missions. Way more.
I'm
heavy
reloading the
enemy.
server.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yeah,
reloading.
What about the bunker
Clear
missions?
the nest,
Yeah.
the clear criminal nest ones. You get so much more loot than the other
Way
bullshit
more.
backup ones.
Do you know how to make your own crate and put it in the back of your, Titan or whatever?
I don't.
Did you
That's the
already
Blow
best
up a
way to
ship
do
with
it.
stuff in it.
Get
Yeah.
black
Oh,
one from
true. Yeah, I
Grimmax,
know that.
too.
I know
But
that.
don't self-destruct. You got to shoot it down.
You actually have to shoot it. Yeah. Yeah. I just.
Is the one from Grimmax the same thing?
No,
Smaller?
it's smaller. Yeah,
How
you can put
much
like
smaller?
ammo and food in that. That's about it.
Another good one is just going to like mining places. Like when you guys were farting around last night, I was running around looting the place, and I got a lot of stuff. Got a lot of armor and weapons.
Got quite a bit of stuff from those places too. I have a few sets of armor that I think you would enjoy. Just like
ready to
the
go, by the way.
hottest
You in?
neon pink in
Yeah,
the
I love the game.
universe.
Speaking my language, you're trying to get in my man panties, aren't you?
Where am I at here? You don't have to. Do you guys usually fucking close the thing after your 30K, or does it matter?
Right. I'm probably gonna end this stream right here, and I'm gonna start a new one when we actually go to do the 890 thing, because so far it's just been us talking shit. So anyway, I'll start a new one here in a few.